launch. Today, Your Excellency, is a special day. I am so happy to be standing here to lift the veil about the country's politics and its leadership. Distinguished colleagues, guests, and book lovers, for those who have not read the book, I will not want to spoil it for you, but perhaps I'll just tell you that it is the story of my life, my earliest memories as a young man in Garissa. You know, before the CBC, the competence-based curriculum, I used to sit with my mom every night. All my siblings did. She did not go to school, but she used to check our homework after it was marked. She knew which questions I had answered incorrectly, and she taught me something which I apply to my family today. Also check that people know what they're doing and that they're doing it correctly. For instance, I don't speak French, but I harass my children when I see a cross or an X on their French homework. Those who have worked with me know that I seek to understand everything. Now you know where it all came from. And yes, my colleagues, and most of my cabinet colleagues sitting here, and my boss, Your Excellency, Mr. President, and your deputy, you too have stories. And if we suffered a few years ago, is anything to go by, you owe Kenyans books. I know that right now you are very busy, but when you get the time, please pen down your memos. Switching gears now, let me tell you that this is a book about politics, about power, about leadership, and about public policy. I write about how I got started in politics. I have worked very closely with all the key leaders in Kenya, the late President Mwai Kibaki, former Prime Minister Raila ODINGA, former President Uhuru Kenyatta, and now with the current president, my boss and friend, Dr. William Ruto. I speak about the courage and loyalty in friendship as exemplified by my boss here. We have suffered together. We have thrived together. Mr. President is now leading us to transform this country. We have a lot of work to do, and I hope this book will alter those who are keen to sabotage our agenda or derail our progress, that we are all working for the people of Kenya. If we win, Kenya wins. There's also a chapter about legislative leadership. My colleagues from the parliamentary leadership sitting here, former Speaker J.B. Muturi and our current Attorney General, the current Speaker Moses Wetangula, Papa Waroma, my cabinet colleagues, and former majority leaders in the Senate, Kithure Kindiki, who also became at one time our deputy speaker, and Kipchumba Murkomen, the current CS for transport. They all know how hard it was to set up a bicameral parliament, the tension between the two houses, and how we got to balance. I also tell the story of devolution as a chapter, and the tension between the Council of Governors and everyone else, including the executive and the two houses of parliament. My friend Isaac Ruto, Mr. Speaker, was to be here today. I invited him. He's on his way coming, because he's very central in this book. He was part and a parcel of the struggle. He helped us pin together the URP Constitution. Many nights we sat with him at the family Bibilica along State House Road. And of course, the famous ile pesa bado inalete shida hata hapa ukimuuliza Mheshimiwa Rigiji. Still, the Senate, the National Assembly, and the county governors are still grappling with the same issue of ile pesa. But we are working on it, baking a bigger cake to make sure that we have enough for the counties, and the counties make enough to sustain themselves. It's not easy, but we are on course. Your Excellency,